Chief, tell me about these sightings, what you're hearing
Okay.
from people who live here.
Yeah, so last night, starting around 8 o'clock, we started receiving multiple calls from residents about drone activity in the area. Officers went out to investigate. The calls and the sightings continued from 8 o'clock till about 11:15 last night, when then the drone activity moved away from us into Cherry Hill. We had varying reports of anywhere between 4 to 8 drones that were flying through the area. They weren't like the normal, drone that somebody would purchase and use in their home. They were large. Some were described as large as like an SUV, had blinking lights on them. We checked the area, we monitored their activity, and up until they left the area. We contacted State Police, Regional Operations Center, to make notification to them of the activity, and also to try to determine, who is operating these drones. At this time, we're still investigating. We have no information of who the drones belong to, what their purpose was. We are looking at possible connections to northern New Jersey that's experiencing the same type of incidents. But we do ask anyone with information about, who's operating these drones, the identity of the drones. They seem to be, larger than, the hobbyist, and due to the number of them as well would, classify as most likely not a hobbyist that's out doing these.
Chief, we know this has been going on in North Jersey. I'm curious, what was your reaction when you heard reports here in Evesham?
There's definitely concern. We do get reports of drone activity, but they're usually like, ones you purchase, operate. Last night was interesting just because of the wind that was present. One of those small, hobbyist drones wouldn't be able to fly. These larger, professional drone activity that was out there gave greater concern, especially in their ability to navigate the weather.
Any idea who is behind it and what the point of it is? What are they doing?
We don't know. They were operating throughout the township last night, and then moved into Cherry Hill, ultimately heading towards Philadelphia. No, we don't know. They have to be landing somewhere. They're very large, I know we're working with the state police and ultimately with federal authorities to try to figure that out.
And lastly for me, how about the other chiefs in South Jersey? Because I saw I'm in all these different community forums, and everyone's talking about this in different towns. Are you working with the chiefs across the region? We are,
yeah. We're working with, I know Mount Laurel received complaints last night, Cherry Hill received complaints last night, and Medford Township received complaints last night. From what I understand, though, complaints and sightings occurred as far as Ocean County. So.
Yeah, I saw something online, exit 135 on the Parkway, and they had video of it.
Oh, did they?
Do you guys have video?
We don't. We just have video that like residents submitted, and a lot of that stuff is posted on like local social media, but nothing that would like give you anything of like a clear view. It's dark out. These things have lights on them. You basically see the lights.
Chief, are they hovering over neighborhoods or any certain buildings? Are they targeting a certain area?
Yeah, we did look to see if, like they were hovering over critical infrastructure. As of last night, there was at times that they were hovering, there was times that they were moving. We were unable to determine if they were looking at critical infrastructure at that time, but it is something that we're definitely looking at.
And you mentioned state police, and you also mentioned federal authorities. Are you working with the FBI, who's also investigating in North Jersey?
Correct, yes. Yeah, we are.
What's the takeaway here, biggest message to people who live here?
At night it's going to be hard to capture it. If somebody sees something that, any recording, I would try to get clear pictures of it, clear images of it, and then to share them with us. The more information we can get from them, the more likelihood it's going to be that we're going to be able to rectify this.
Just because I do drones and that kind of stuff. FAA, is that a particular outfit that you're working with? And do they have any indication of anything at all? I'll bet they could probably see it. Like somewhere.
Yeah, we're working with them to gather all the information. We have nothing to release right now that's going to be helpful, but we are working with the FAA as well. We were in contact with them throughout last night, and the investigation's going on, continuing to work with them as well.
You have maybe extra patrols out tonight to determine or to be in place in case this happens again?
We are. So we put information out to our police officers today. It's a normal process, just to give them intelligence information. Hey, this is what we kind of know right now. So they're aware of the activity, and yeah, they'll definitely be mindful of that throughout the day and pretty much the weeks to come. If there's any more activity, they'll report it. They were out last night. They were reporting sightings. throughout the night and, you know, and trying to determine if we could get, you know, numbers off of them or something that would help us identify
Interesting.
who these are,
You're
yeah.
probably telling your officers to take video and pictures too, right?
Yeah, we were trying last night, but again, you're not gonna get clear images in the dark with, you know, something that's dark colored, that's lit up. You're just gonna really get pictures of the light, and that's not helpful.
Do
Yeah.
you guys have any kind of, I guess, not to let the cat out of the bag or anything, but would you scramble anything in terms of your own drone people or choppers or any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, we will work with the state police and the FBI and guidance with that. We don't have anything like that here. Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Chief.
All right. No
Appreciate it.
worries. Thanks for coming in.